So for our problem today, we'll be dealing with a footing problem. And this problem is a 400 millimeter thick footing supports a 300 millimeter thick concrete wall. The allowable soil-bearing pressure is 192 kilopascals, concrete strength is 27.5 megapascals, and steel yield strength is 415 megapascals. So the first problem is, the footing is subjected to a moment of 186 kilonewton meters and a total vertical load of 310 kilonewtons. So we have to compute the minimum width in meters of the footing to prevent uplift. So in our problem, na-mention yung uplift. So what is uplift? Uplift is kapag ang pressure diagram natin under our footing exhibits tension forces. Okay? So, paano ba natin ma-identify kung anong mukha ng ating pressure diagram under our footing? So, isa-isahin natin sa ating problem. So, meron daw tayong 310 kilonewtons na total vertical load and our footing is subjected to a moment of 186 kilonewton meters. So, let's try to see what our pressure diagram looks like for each of these forces. So, sa ating vertical load, so 310, so since it is acting sa gitna ng ating footing, ang ating pressure diagram will be uniformly distributed under our footing. So, para naman sa ating moment, we imagine na, ayan, ganyan yung moment natin, 186 kilonewton meters. So, kapag in-imagine natin, so we look at the movement ng ating moment, our footing will tend to move like this, ayan, to rotate in such manner. So, we can know na sa side na to ng ating footing, nako-compress siya sa soil natin. So, ang pressure diagram natin is ganito. May pressure tayo dyan sa dulo. And dito sa other side naman natin, naaangat yung footing natin. So, may tension sa ating soil. However, if you can recall, our soil has very little resistance sa ating tension forces. Kaya gusto natin walang tension forces. And yung tension forces na yun yung tinatawag nating uplift. So kapag ka nakaka-experience ng uplift yung ating soil, may tension forces siya. And yun yung gusto nating i-prevent. Paano natin malalaman na walang uplift yung ating soil? So i-add natin tong dalawang pressure diagram na to and we have to make sure na walang tension forces or compression lang yung diagram na magagawa natin. So, we can imagine na kapag pinag-add natin yung dalawang pressure diagram na to, may madami mga possibilities, no? So, first possibility is sobrang laki ng compression forces ng ating vertical load. So, kapag ma-imagine natin na kapag in-add natin to and sobrang laki nito, posible na ganito yung mukha ng pressure diagram natin. So, trapezoidal yung mukha. Pwede rin na sobrang laki naman ng tension forces natin due to our moment na lilitaw pa rin yung tension forces natin. Ito na yung magiging uplift natin, itong area na to. And yun yung gusto nating i-prevent. And para ma-prevent yun, pupunta tayo dun sa isa pang pressure diagram wherein isasakto natin na zero. Zero lang yung pressure natin sa other side ng ating footing. So, may tatlo akong pinakitang pressure diagram, no? Yung may tension forces, yung trapezoidal, at saka yung triangular. So, let's try to understand each of those pressure diagram dito. So, dun sa pressure diagram natin, alam natin na may resultant tayo. May resultant tayo na R. So, yung resultant na yun, yung resultant ng ating pressure diagram is our total vertical load. Ayan. Always equal siya sa total vertical load natin. And yung mukha ng pressure diagram natin, magde-depend din siya actually sa position ng ating total vertical load or nung resultant ng ating pressure diagram. So, makikita natin dito na may dalawa tayong distances actually. So, yung distance natin, let's call this our toe. And syempre, dito yung heel natin. So, yung distance x natin of our resultant ng ating pressure diagram is x. Yan. Yung binibigay na variable or letter is x. And x is computed using this formula. X is equals to righting moment minus overturning moment over total vertical load. So, more on that later, yung mga values na yan. May isa pa tayong distance, which is the eccentricity E, which is yung gano'n siya kalayo sa gitna ng ating footing. So, ito actually is d over 2. Ayan. So, if ang ating resultant ay may gantong condition, or in yung x niya is 1/3 D or 1/6 D, then magiging triangular ang ating load. And ito yung magiging solution natin for our pressures. So, ayan. And kung namang ganito yung condition ng ating distance x or E ng ating resultant ng ating pressure diagram, magiging ganito ang mukha ng pressure diagram natin. And if ito naman yung condition, magiging ganito. And here, we can see na may part dito na hindi na natin kino-consider kasi yun yung uplift part. Yun yung may tension forces. And ninenegate natin yun. This will be the formula for our pressure. So sa ating problem, gusto natin ma-prevent natin yung uplift. So as I've said kanina, ang case na to is yung saktong 0 yung ating side na kung saan most likely may uplift. And ito yon sa hill part, equate natin siya to 0. So we can use this condition, or we can also use this. So for this problem, I'd like to use this condition na ito yung gagamitin nating formula. So if you can recall, actually, this formula right here is just combined axial and bending na formula natin. So let's see dyan, no? So yung formula na yon is, i-add lang natin ito. Itong dalawang side na to, and equate natin siya to 0. So, para mas ma-visualize natin, ayan. So, itong part na to, yung pressure natin dyan, Q, gusto natin 0. And itong pressure dito, solution dyan is negative P over A. So, negative for compression and positive for tension. And ito naman, i-add natin siya. So, of course, yung pressure natin dyan, it's bending. So, flexural stress, MC over I. Ayan. So, ayusin ko lang. So, again, add natin yung dalawang pressure natin. So, for axial and for our bending, which is in tension. So, ayan. Ayan, na-set up na natin yung formula natin. So, negative 310 kilonewtons over area. Ano nga ba yung area natin? So, yung hinahanap natin dito is yung width, no? Width. So, D, gamitin nating letter D for our width. So, area natin is D. And since wall ang ating pinag-uusapan sa ating footing, we can just consider 1 meter strip of a wall. So, dito will be 1 meters. And add lang natin yung ditong pressure natin or stress, which is from MC over I na formula. So, ang ating M, 186 kilonewton meters. And C, which is the distance of that fiber na ina-analyze natin, ito, to our centroid. And we can see na itong distance na to is D over 2. So, D over 2 over ang ating moment of inertia. So, ang ating moment of inertia, so, ako, para hindi ko nakakalimutan kung ano nga ba yung raised to 3, ang inaalala ko lang is yung naka-raised to 3 is yung nagre-resist ng ating moment. So, we can see here, no, ganito yung movement ng ating moment. And etong linya na to, yung gumagalaw, di ba? Etong dimension na to, yung nagro-rotate ng pagganon, ganyan. So, para sa akin, yun yung kinoconsider ko na length na nagre-resist ng moment. Kaya yun yung raised to 3 ko. So, eto, yung length na to yung nagre-resist. So, that's actually the D or the minimum width na sinasolve natin over 12. And kapag in-equate natin to 0, kasi nga gusto natin ma-prevent yung uplift, ang makukuha nating D is 3.6 meters. Ayan. 3.6 meters. Ayan. So, that's it for our first problem. Next naman, for number 2, the footing is subjected to the following forces. Resisting moment equals to 480 kilonewtons. Overturning moment equals to 280 kilonewtons. Total vertical load of 280 kilonewtons. So we have to compute the maximum width of the footing to prevent uplift. So dito, may binigay na sa ating mga terms na resisting moment at saka overturning moment. Ano nga ba yun, no? Ano nga ba yung mga moment na nagre-resist at ano nga ba yung moment na nag-overturn? So usually sa mga problems natin, siguro yung mga common sa inyo, ganito yung mga mukha ng mga given sa atin, no? Meron tayong vertical load for weight ng concrete, meron tayong vertical load ng weight ng ating soil, or siguro kung ano pa mga applied loads dyan ng ating column. And Usually, meron din tayong mga moment yan, tutulad dito sa first problem natin. And at some cases, may binibigay rin sa ating mga horizontal loads. So, para malaman natin kung ano ba yung writing moment, kung ano ba yung overturning moment, usually, nag-identify tayo ng ating toe and ng ating heel. So, parang sa ating mga dam analysis. So, more on that in other problems, but here, gusto ko siyang i-identify toe at saka heel. Yung toe usually yung nagsistay sa ground, yung heel yung posibleng umangat. So, malalaman ko kaagad kung ano yung overturning moment. Yung mga overturning moment natin is itong H tsaka M. So, yung H na to tsaka yung M na to, pagka kinuha natin yung moment with respect to this point sa toe natin, may imagine natin na yung movement ng ating footing is ganito, di ba? Ayan. So, inaangat niya yung heel, yung mga forces na to. In other words, ino-overturn niya yung heel. Tinataas niya. Ayaw nga nating tumataas yung ating footing or nawawala siya sa contact with our soil kasi nagkakaroon ng uplift or nagkakaroon ng tension forces. So, lahat ng mga forces na inaangat yung heel natin, ayan, or linalayo siya sa soil natin, will be our overturning moment. And, syempre, yung mga vertical loads na to, with respect to dito, makikita natin yung mga, kuwari, yung moment arm nila, eto, no? Kung yan yung moment arm. Makita natin yung moment nila, binabalik yung heel sa soil or kino-compress yung heel sa soil. Yun yung gusto natin kasi our soil mainly resists compression forces. Yun yung way para malaman natin kung ano ba yung writing moment and overturning moment. But for this problem, no, given naman na lahat, given na sa atin yung na-solve na, yung writing moment at this point, tsaka overturning. So, ilagay lang natin sila. So, alisin ko lang siguro to para mas madali sa drawing. Binigay na yung total vertical load natin na 280 kilonewtons and writing moment natin is 480 kilonewton meters and ang ating overturning moment is 280 kilonewton meters. Ayan, so gusto ulit natin ma-prevent yung uplift. So, ganito yung ina-expect nating moment diagram. So, paano ba natin malalaman yung width? So, gagamitin lang ulit natin yung mga formula. But this time, since binigay naman na yung writing moment sa atin, siya overturning moment, pwede naman natin gamitin yung mga derived formulas or conditions na alam natin. So, actually, lahat ng mga to, no, madali lang siyang i-derive by yourself. So, pwede nyo siyang i-search, but I won't tackle it in this video. So, ang gusto nating ma-aim is ito. Ito, di ba? So, gusto natin na ang ating x, yung distance nating resultant is 1/3 d. Or ito, yung eccentricity niya is 1/6d. So, we start here sa formula na to. Gusto natin na yung resultant ng ating pressure diagram, itong Ry, which is, again, equal sa ating total vertical load, given naman na, gusto natin na yung distance x niya, yung condition niya is dapat 1/3 d. And yung formula ng ating x is writing moment minus overturning moment over Ry. So, equate lang natin siya sa 1/3 d. And, ayan, set up na natin yung formula natin. So, writing moment natin is 480 minus 280 and ang ating total vertical load is 280 kilonewton. And gusto nga natin 1/3 d. So, ang ating d will be 2.143 meters. So, next problem na tayo. Given width of the footing, so may width na tayo ng footing, 3 meters. Resisting moment, given ulit, 550 kilonewton meter. And our overturning moment is 295 kilonewton meter. So, total vertical load natin is 345 kilonewton. So, now we have to determine the maximum soil bearing pressure in kph. So, kanina, palaging yung dimension yung sinusolve natin. But this time, nakafocus na tayo dito sa mga values ng Q natin dito, sa mga yan. And yung main problem dito, yung main trick dito is identifying kung ano nga ba yung pressure diagram natin. Kasi as you can see, nag-iiba yung solution ng ating Q. So, kuwari dito sa uplift, particularly, ito yung magiging formula natin for our pressure. So, ayun, identify lang natin kung anong mukha or kung saan yung location ng ating resultant. So, for this problem, we have a 345 kilonewton na vertical load. Ang ating overturning moment is equal to 295 kilonewton meter. And our writing moment is 550 kilonewton meters. So, hindi ko pa alam kung anong mukha ng ating pressure diagram. So, lagay ko muna yung itong resultant ng pressure diagram natin, which is 345 kilonewtons. Always, equal siya sa total vertical load natin. So, para malaman nga natin kung anong mukha ng pressure diagram natin, we just solve for x. Kung anong distance niya relative sa mga, distances, kung wari sa gitna for our eccentricity, and yung x naman sa toe natin. So, again, we just go back sa ating formula na x equals Rm minus Om over Ry. So, writing moment na binigay is 550, overturning is 295, and ang ating total vertical load is 345. And this gives us 0.739 meters. So, ngayon, i-compare naman natin siya sa E. Ayan. Kasi kapag ang E daw natin is 1 over 6D, triangular yung pressure diagram. Pero if ang ating E is less than D over 6, ang magiging mukha ng pressure diagram natin is trapezoidal. And kapag lumagpas naman siya sa D over 6, ang mukha ng ating pressure diagram is ganito na. May uplift na. So, eto, hindi na natin i-consider yung tension part ng pressure diagram natin. So, ang ating E is equal to, absolute value ng D over 2 minus X. So, yung D na binigay naman sa atin, 0.739 for our X, and this gives us 0.761 meters. So, compare natin siya sa D over 6 natin. And D over 6, so D natin is 3. So, 3 over 6 natin is 0.5 meters. So, mas malaki. Mas malaki yung E natin kumpara sa D over 6. So, sa mga conditions natin, dito tayo papatak. Dito tayo pupunta. So, ayan lang. Gagamitin lang natin formula na to para ma-solve na natin yung hinihingi sa problem. So, ang ating Q daw, once again, etong Q na to, madali lang siyang i-derive. So, you can check. So, para mas maintindihan nyo, it's just mechanics. So, ayan. 2/3 of Ry over X times B. So, yung B dito is yung width natin. And once again, since wall footing naman yung pinag-uusapan natin, we can consider a 1 meter strip of footing. So, 2/3 times Ry, which is 345. X natin, na-solve na natin, which is ito, 0.739. And we consider a 1 meter strip of footing. This gives us Q max of 311.231 kilopascals. So, ayan. That ends our problem for our footing. So we can take a picture of this para may notes kayo for the different conditions, for the different pressures, for different pressure diagrams of our footing. That's it. Thank you.